Hello everyone and welcome to the Japan Game Awards 2025 Game of the Year division. This is the official English live stream for the prestigious award ceremony. Today, my name is Ezra Kobe, the Deputy Chief Editor of IGN Japan, and next to me is joining our translator, and we'll also be having a conversation together as we go. His name is Gavin Green. Welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you guys. My name is Gavin Green, and I'll be doing the interpretation today, so I hope to have a fun time here with Ezra.
I'm really glad I don't have to do that today, so thank you very much for showing up.
Happy to do it.
So the awards will begin shortly, honoring the biggest and best games from Japan in multiple categories. The show will also feature some special guest presenters and, of course, the winning game developers themselves. So I think some of the most famous Japanese game developers are going to have some speeches for us tonight, which you will be translating as well. So I look forward to that. Basically, this show is about games that were released in Japan from April 24 to May 2025. So it's actually quite recently some of the games were still legible. Are there any games that you played during this period?
In the past year, I actually have been working on my back catalog, so I haven't played too many that have come out recently.
Games?
Yeah, but there are a couple. I think I played Metaphor because Metaphor was really great.
That was one of the biggest titles from Japan during that period for sure. It won the IGN Game of the Year award, I remember.
Yeah, I think it won a whole bunch. It was pretty cool.
It did, yes.
Yeah, but then what about you? Any games that you were really into?
If I have to pick one game, it would probably be Astrobot.
Ah, yeah, Astrobot.
That one released in September for the PlayStation 5. It was a very family-friendly game as well. I think I have personally been a fan of the series ever since they first came out on the VR. Yeah. So I was really happy to see that become so mainstream last year.
Yeah, it was really I was really surprised to see it win too, but I was really surprised it just came out of nowhere.
Exactly,
not quite out of nowhere,
right?
but
Yeah, no, it's such a big thing, so I was really happy to see that. Also, this is not really a Japanese game, but a Japanese game remade by a Polish studio.
Really?
So Silent Hill 2. Was one of the other games that I really enjoyed playing last year. Yeah, it was a great remake. And now, Silent Hill is on fire because they just released a new Silent Hill F set in Japan.
The new one, yeah.
Which I loved too. I got to play that early a little bit. So I think this series is getting a lot of good new titles recently. So
definitely, yeah. I really like Silent Hill, the cool horror vibe of it, but the new one has that body horror aspect of things growing out of people's skin. Ooh.
Right. No, it's scary, man. This new Silent Hill F might be one of the scariest games I've ever played in my life. So look forward to that.
All right.
It will be during the Tokyo Game Show that releases though. So for us, I think we'll have to wait a little bit till we can relax and play that, but it will be exciting to see so many new games during the Tokyo Game Show as well.
Definitely.
Right. Another game that I enjoyed playing last year was Dragon Quest III, the HD2D remake.
Wait, which one? Sorry?
Dragon Quest III.
Oh, yeah. That one was, yeah. They've been doing a really good job with all the HD remakes and all the
for sure, yeah. It's a new style that they can present, and so many titles that they bring in this style. For me personally, I have always been a Dragon Quest fan, so it was really nice to see some of the all-time classics come back in that fashion, and now they have 1 and 2 coming back real soon too.
I'm excited for those too, yeah.
I'll be looking forward to learn more about those at Tokyo Game Show this year as well.
Yeah, I jumped into Dragon Quest, I think around 7 or 8, so when it finally popped up, now that we're having 3 and 1 and 2 coming, I'm excited to go back to the roots.
Right, to the roots, yeah. That's interesting because Dragon Quest 1, it's like the roots of the whole genre.
I know, right?
JRPG genre. It's just there's no party yet. It's just one guy fighting these monsters, which is it's gonna be really exciting to play that in a modern context.
I know, right? Think about it too, from a historical perspective. They had Toriyama hey, would you like to make a game? So really cool stuff.
Right. Yeah, and the Dragon Quest series has been going strong for so long, but now many of those original members have passed away, but the series is still going strong. Yeah. So. It will be interesting to see how that connects to Dragon Quest 12, hopefully soon. Yeah.
Very excited for that.
So it seems like the show is about to start, so we're going to head in and let's have fun and let's see which games are going to be winning the shows.
Yeah, I'm really excited to find out, and I'm really excited for all the interpretation. I gotta lock in, right?
Yeah, and good luck with the translation.
If I miss anything, sorry, I will do my best.
I'll try to help out if that's the case, but I have to do these translations sometimes from English to Japanese for our live show that IGN Japan?
Yeah, I've seen a couple. You do an awesome job.
No, I'm not sure. I think you do a better job. Why we called you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here.
I'm kind of curious because I actually haven't seen this award ceremony yet, so I'm really curious to see the format and how they bring in. I kind of I've heard some of the things that they're going to do, some of these awards that they're announcing, and I don't know who's going to win, but I'm curious like who's going to win.
Right,
like,
right.
Movement award.
It's interesting, how Game Awards have become a big thing in the Western video game community the last few years, especially like the last 10 years, I would say. But I think, the Japan Game Awards is something that traditionally Western audiences have not really been focused on.
Yeah.
So it would be good to see how that will change in the coming future.
Yeah, there are more eyes on Japan right now, so I can imagine that we're going to start getting more and more viewers and a lot more kind of like eyeballs on it.
I hope so. Traditionally Japan has obviously been a very influential country when it comes to video games. There was kind of a dip for a few years, when mobile gaming became a thing and so
Yeah.
I think like ever since 2017, 16, some really big Japanese titles, Breath of the Wild, Persona 5,
Oh yeah.
the Resident Evil series
yeah.
making a huge comeback. And
Yeah.
now, the last few years, Japan has won so many awards globally as
I
well,
know.
right?
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
ゲーム大賞2025発表授賞式
So this is the start of the Japan Game Awards 2025. I hope you're all excited.
皆様本日はお忙しい中多数の
So thank you all. I know you're very busy. I'm glad you've made time to come here. We're glad to see you all.
展の進行のお手伝いをさせていただきます伊集院光ですよろしくお願いします
So this is Ijuin-san. He's one of our MCs for the day. He's going to be one of two. I think the other lady is going to introduce her in a second.
同じく進行役を務めさせていただきます前田美咲と申します
And that is
よろしくお願いします
Maeda Misaki. She is going to be our other MC on the hosting show today. And then we have, I guess, Ezra as the English host.
We already introduced
Yeah.
ourselves.
そして年間作品部門の各賞を発表させていただくわけなんですが
So yeah, they're going to be talking about
ゲームショーの会場
all the different kind of games from the various. They're going to be awarding games in different awards, and they're going to show us a video, or a picture of what we're actually seeing in the Game Awards hall right there.
インドホールっていうホール建て替わってはいるんですけど僕の芸能のスタートの
Also, apparently, Ijuin said he was like, this is one of the places that he got his start as a celebrity or like a talent kind of person doing his stuff. That's kind of cool.
Just for some cultural context, Ijuin is a very famous Japanese, performer. He's also very well known to be very fond of video games. So people
nice.
have, he's a very suitable guy for this for the host of this show.
Makes
for sure.
sense, yeah.
そうそうないように頑張りたいと思います
So he's kind of just explaining that, there's lots of people we're going to go throughout the entire event today. I think
ご容赦いただきたいということで
kind of the very, basic stuff, like people who are in here, like, we hope you enjoyed the show. Nothing I need to go word by word on just yet. I'll save all that fire for later.
一緒にこの行く末をですね見守っていただきながらワクワクドキドキして
So yeah,
はい
they're
本当に素晴らしい瞬間
they're talking about just like how excited they are and how like the moments when people are going to be announcing their games is like everybody's like waiting for and like whoa.
大賞2025各賞の発表に参りたいと
So
思い
we're
ます
gonna move I think right on into the Game Awards to all the different.
経済産業大臣賞
So we're gonna be talking about them at least. So that first one is the Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry Award. Then we have the Breakthrough Award, the Movement Award, the Award for what's the next one? Excellence. That's it. Yeah.
特別賞を
Special
発表した後
award.
に優秀賞の
And then the Game Designers Award. Oh, that's the
Yes.
no, that's
デ
the
ザイナーズ大賞
yeah Game Designer Award. And then the Yushosho is I think the Grand Award is the final one.
Yeah. There's quite some unique awards here, like Breakthrough Award, Movement Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what movement is for. Like maybe it got people like their hearts moving, and
Yeah,
move
or
their
maybe,
emotions.
maybe like they really created a movement within the community. Or
That's-
something like
yeah,
that.
maybe that.
Yeah,
ており
yeah.
ますので、
Um,
今年もそうですねゲームフ
let's
ァンの
see.
方はですね自分の好きなゲームが優秀賞に入ってるんだろうか
So yeah, he's saying I'm sure a lot of people are watching are really excited to find out if the games that they like or if the games that they voted for have become have gotten awards this year. So we hope everybody watches and enjoys every moment of this
Same here,
exciting
same
ceremony.
here. I'm gonna be really angry if Astrobot doesn't win anything.
I don't. There's so many games that I'm excited for. I really hope will win, but they're like games that are on my wish list to play. So
yeah,
I want to
the
see if any of them are
last
there.
year or so was a really great year for Japanese games and just video games in general. So
Really
there's so many
was, yeah.
things they can choose from.
まずは日本ゲーム大賞2025
The Grand
So-
Award.
経済産業大
We're gonna start with the Minister of Economy, Trade and Industry Award. It sounds like.
大臣賞は
So these are games that have kind of contributed to the like Japan economy and kind of like made let's say
So like
and something that the minister seemed to like approve of, I guess. Wasn't approve of, just like was part of. So we're gonna have Takeichi-san, I think he said, who's gonna be our
stage.
who's gonna be talking about, I guess, giving the awards. I guess this is a representative of the industry.
皆様こんばんは。ご紹介をいただきました。経済産業大臣政務官をしております竹内真二でございます。
Takeuchi Shinji, and he's part of the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry.
授賞式がこのように盛大に行われますことを心よりお喜びを。
So he's really happy to see that this event is, become as big as it is, and we have so many people here viewing it.
心よりのお祝いを申し上げたいと思います。
So I want to, celebrate this place out here together with everybody.
人々の心を動かし、感動を与えてまいりました。
So yeah, Japanese games have kind of inspired and entertained people all over the world. And games in the modern era have a huge like meaning to society as a whole.
海外市場規模が半導体産業の輸出額を超えて約 5.8 兆円となりました。
Wow, Goten Hachi Cho is like what, 5.8 billion? I think it's trillion. Yeah, like the Japanese numbers are hard, but basically.
What he's saying is basically that no, it has become bigger than semiconductor industry, video games industry.
I mean, it's huge, right?
約6割を占めております。まさにゲーム産業は基幹産業
So yeah.
あるコンテンツ産業の中核であると言える。
Yeah, games. So basically, game and entertainment is going to be a major part of the Japanese economy from here on forward. It's like a huge percentage of the production industry, the manufacturing industry as well. I think 60%, he said. So like soon it might even overcome all of that, like all of those together, right?
Video games are so big these days, I think they are bigger than all the entertainment combined.
I know. I was looking at that. It kind of blew me away.
アジア諸国の台頭など
So.
各国のゲーム産業もですね、大きな
So yeah, he's saying games will also provide a really interesting kind of pivot point for our relationships with countries, not just around the world, but like directly around Japan for like other Asian countries as well. I mean, there's a lot of like really, a lot of Japanese, Asian kind of game industry movement as well. So that's kind of what he's addressing. So he's saying like the existence of this kind of award show for the Japanese game industry and for the industry over here in the eastern side of the world is like a very important thing. And we hope that games maintain their position in the world and continue to rise and kind of be as important as they have become to be.
日本初コンテンツの海外市場規模を2033年までに20兆円とする
Okay, so yeah, basically he's saying that, like we've talked about how the Japanese like budget has kind of gone up, or the amount of the amount of the industry that the Japanese game industry has kind of like taken up for Japan's economy is just growing, and they're planning it for it to be even bigger.
It's interesting how it's like, Japanese economy is basically in decline for the last few decades.
Yes.
Like the video game industry is one of the few industries that just keeps growing.
It's going up and up and up, and I mean worldwide as well, but Japan especially as one of the core countries for game industry over the world. So everybody, just like thank you guys for all being here. And this is going to be, that sounds like it's going to be for Takeuchi-san, I think it was. Takeuchi-san? Takeuchi-san. I can't remember, actually. I said that before, I apologize. Takeuchi-san. Okay, there it is. All right, so we're now going to move on to the announcement for the winners.
I wonder how they choose this.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. And it's going to be... This is cool.
The Nintendo Switch too, okay.
Interesting.
It doesn't have to be a game then, right?
Yeah, I guess we can do hardware, so handwork. Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely going to be a huge contribution to the Japanese
Economy,
economy for sure.
right, definitely. So it looks like
much
we.
so that you can't even buy it.
Yeah, yeah. I hope they get the production issues. I mean, they've been producing tons, and people just want them, right? Which is the issue. So we have, I think it said I only caught one of them, but I think the director of the kind of production for Nintendo Switch is going to be here. So I think they're cute little like yellow buttons.
Yeah, cute. These guys were on the Nintendo Direct too. I remember.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Takeuchi-san is going to be presenting the award as well.
Well, congratulations to Nintendo, right?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, Nintendo deserves it. The amount that they've changed the industry in the past couple of years has been incredible.
In that regard, Nintendo Switch 2 is kind of interesting because it's kind of an upgrade rather than a real innovation.
Yeah. So he is currently basically he's just announcing the content of the award, and then saying basically, your contributions to the Japanese economy and to the overall games industry have been, incredible over the past year. So as a representative of the minister, as one of the ministers of Economy, Trade, and Industry, I would like to award you this award. All right, well, that was awesome. I mean, fair. Like, if you want to talk about contributions to the Japanese trade, economy, and industry, It's cool. It's like a really fancy, like one of those traditional, like official.
It's only just started, and I've already won an award for this new device.
Yeah, true. Let's see. So this is the producer.
Koichi Kawamoto.
Thank you. Yes, this is going to be the first new piece of hardware they're releasing in 8 years. And this is going to be a successor to the initial Nintendo Switch,
which was loved by so many people.
Yeah.
Right?
And we wanted to deliver this, new piece of something new to all of our users, right? And we did a lot of trial and error. And through this process of trying to figure out what we need, we think we created something that people will enjoy. So we really hope that you guys enjoy it. This is Sasaki Tetsuya-san. He is the director of the
technical director. Yeah.
So the response to the release of Nintendo Switch 2 has been really, really good, but he was really worried before it came out, wondering if people would respond to it well. So it's really nice to see. Yeah, so he's very relieved that they're able to deliver a new game product, game hardware that people seem to love and enjoy. So feels very good. Oh, sorry, I missed that name. Director
Dota-san. He is also very famous to be a designer on Breath of the Wild.
Okay. So one of their goals was to create a new form of gameplay that makes people smile, and we're glad that we were able to deliver that with the Switch 2. So thank you all for this award.
個人的には私某チェーン店の発売の時の抽選に応募して当たった時にですねこの巨体が少し浮くぐらい飛びましたね飛び上がるぐらい嬉しく
So he's saying that so in Japan you have to do what is it, a lottery system where you apply for the right to buy a game, because they had kind of limited supplies. So he said he put in his lottery, and when he learned that he got it, he was jumped out of his seat. He was so happy.
Did you get one yet?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
I've been trying, but in Japan it's really hard to get one.
It definitely is. I still don't have a PlayStation 5. I need that.
Okay.
I've been bad.
So I guess this is an introductory video of the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. You know, there were so many years that people were speculating it's going to come out this year and it will have this feature
Yeah.
and that feature. So it was really interesting to suddenly, you know, just have a trailer pop.
It just came out of nowhere, right? It was just like left field. But I mean, I think they delivered. I think like it's a really nice step up. Well, it doesn't like, you know, like completely change the face of gaming, like creating something new. They already did that years ago. So this is just making it even better, right? So it's iterating.
And, you know, this time it's really nice to be able to play all those Nintendo Switch 1 titles, you know, with better performance.
Yeah.
And also to have more third-party support, I think, because there's many new games already coming out. You know, Resident Evil Requiem is going to be on Switch 2 day one, which is something that we could only dream of until the Switch 2 came out. You know?
Like they've been really, I think of the Switch 2, the biggest is that sort of support that they're adding in here. It's adding a lot of kind of just generally bonus to the game itself.
For sure.
The game industry itself. Sorry.
何かこうゲームファンとしてすごく感謝申し上げるのはとてももちろんこう一台一台作るのは大変だと思うんですけれども、フェアな形でゲームファンに届くような努力をすごく難しい努力を
So he's saying, yeah. I know creating a game system is obviously important, but creating it so it can like it's a fair experience that can kind of reach everybody. How do you feel about that? I love this.
Difficult to answer this question.
そうですね。今回はまあ新しいハードという形、新しいハードということだけでなく、こうお客様にどうやってこう届けるとまあ本当にこう手に取っていただきたい方々にちゃんと届くかということまでまあいろいろと。
So I guess they're saying, you know, like, how do we create a system that gets the games to get our gate hardware to the people in the most efficient and effective way? And he said, we just tried our best. We got it. So you're saying, yeah, I had like a cousin who like would come to my house to play Donkey Kong after the game out because he wasn't able to get it. But he said probably the moment he actually got his own Switch 2, he just stopped coming. So it helped like bridge gaps, right?
It's actually a good thing that nobody can get a Nintendo Switch 2 is what he's saying basically.
Maybe like recreate that old, like, you know, when you were a kid and you'd go to your friend's house who had a Nintendo to play games there, like that sort of community aspect of it.
At that time, we couldn't buy it because we didn't have enough money for ourselves.
That's true,
now,
right?
Even with money, you still cannot buy it.
Very true.
ゲーム大賞2025年間作品部門の発表に参りたいと思います。年間作品部門では去る6月9日から7月18日までの間。
So yeah, we're going to be moving to the rest of the kind of yearly awards, and these one, I believe you said it was from April 2024 to May 2025, right?
So this Nintendo Switch 2, I was thinking because it released. Oh, it did release in the right period, though.
I guess so, yeah. So I guess the last one, it was kind of irregardless of the timing. It was more just like what they thought contributed the most in this past year, whereas this is like has a specific timing that they're saying matters. So the breakthrough and movement were kind of like games that created like a new, like created something new within the industry, or like came, you know, like surprised people in interesting ways. So yeah, and this is something that it sounds like they came up with last year, I think it was.
It's a new award, apparently.
And it looks like, I think they said, was I right? I think they said 8 creators are going to have talking about this one. I could be wrong there. I love that G. Because my name is Gavin,
nice
so,
logo.
you know,
Okay.
it's just a big G there.
Maybe that's why they did it.
That's obviously. They knew I was going to be helping out.
So we start with the Breakthrough
ブレイ
Award.
クスルー賞の発表です。
All
ブレイ
right.
クスルー賞は独創的なアイディアやチャレンジによりこれまでにない新たな
So basically, like a challenging new idea or something that's never been thought of before is the concept of the Breakthrough Award. And we're going to be calling the person who is going to be presenting the award, it
日本
sounds
ゲー
like.
ム大賞2025ブレイクスルー賞受賞作品は
Oh, wait, no, sorry. We're going to be
Nominees.
bouncing. Yeah, the nominees, sorry.
Oh, interesting. A French game. Claire Obscure
クレ
Expedition
ール・オブ・スキ
33.
ュール
That is interesting. Yeah, yeah.
エクスペディション33
But it's interesting because it's a French game really inspired by Japanese RPG video game design.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
kind
like
of having its own
Persona.
original
Yeah.
twist on it.
So they're describing the kind of plot of Claire Obscura Expedition 33, and saying how you're kind of this mysterious girl and you kind of go on this adventure and gathering companions to fight in this kind of unique, interesting world with a unique, interesting combat system.
Especially the battle system is very interesting, which uses real-time commands while
I've seen
being
that, yeah.
turn-based at the same time.
It's like a nice kind of mix of that. I always find like turn-based need that little extra something to make
They
it
do
really
that
fun.
in a really unique way.
Yeah. So it looks like we are passing over the award right now.
ありがとうございました。
So thank you all for this award.
それでは喜びのコメント、今のお気持ちを聞かせてください。
So all right, let's get some comments.
Say a few words.
And I guess I don't have to interpret this.
We are Kepler
Oh, yeah.
Interactive, and we're
You can
very
have a
happy
break.
to accept this award on behalf of Central Interactive, and this is their message. We are extremely grateful to have won this award and wish to thank everyone for their support of our game and studio since we launched earlier this year. This is really a dream come true for us. Expedition 33 is inspired by so many incredible JRPGs that we grew up with, and love. So being recognized in Japan is both important and very personal to us, and we're so thankful for the recognition. We hope to continue creating more amazing experiences for our fans in Japan and around the world.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
already thinking the same thing, to have a French studio inspired by Japanese video games win a show at a Japanese event is
Yeah.
a really special thing, I think.
Probably they're all like, we made it, we made it. Yeah,
for sure, yeah.
Senpai noticed me, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games this year for so far too. It's there have been games like RPGs that incorporate turn-based with action, but this game really does that to the max.
Yeah, it really
to a
is.
level that has not done before, which really created a new experience.
Yeah, they've definitely done a breakthrough in like kind of the concept of the mechanics for turn-based games and RPGs.
Right.
So they're basically saying we want to thank everybody who. I think they're actually just translating what he just said.
No,
so.
there was someone that couldn't be here today was
Oh,
leaving a message.
that was it. Sorry.
I
Thank
didn't
you for
catch the
getting
name
me.
either, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but they were inspired by like a catalyst was all the other Japanese games that they've played. And so the fact that they were able to, I think they're actually, this is just translation. The fact that they were able to
It
get
seems
this
to be the
award.
same text.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess the Japanese translation maybe some tweaks in there, but.
Right. It's interesting this year there have been so many Western games inspired or there's been Shinobi, which is a Japanese IP made by a French team.
Yeah.
Then there's Silent Hill F, which is made by a Taiwanese team. And then there's this game, which is very obviously inspired by Japanese video game design. It's an interesting year in that regard, I think.
really is.
Even like something like Shovel Knight is based on Metroidvanias, which
Right,
is
yeah.
Japanese game design as well.
I guess even Hollow Knight Silk Song would be the same, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have. I mean, like
Congratulations.
Japanese games like help define so much of the game industry, so it's nice to see them.
Right.
But yeah, I'm
many
really
subgenres are Japanese creations.
right. Yeah. So congratulations to the Claire Obscura.
Congratulations,
Expedition 33.
guys.
I keep trying to say like Claire 33.
心から海外の作品に感動できたときに、やっぱり世界って一つなんだな、人間って同じなんだな。
He's saying, yeah, this is one of the games that like really got me in the heartstrings, and it made me realize that humans all over the world were like the same sort of people, right? Like we have the same dreams, the same aspirations. We can be inspired and fall in love with the same thing. So it was nice to see. So congratulations.
Yeah, so a nice way to recognize that by having them win this award here.
Yeah. And definitely it shows the ties, as you were saying, between Japan and the rest of the world,
For
right?
sure, yeah.
Ooh. Good stuff.
Yeah, but I think it's a good breakthrough game as well because it was a pretty much unknown studio before this as well.
They just came out of left field. And now we're talking about the movement show. The movement. So in terms of movement, it's saying it's a game that like connects to people who have never really played like a lot of games before and have gotten them to move into the game industry and play them, I suppose.
So yeah, kind of like that creates a movement like Shakai Gensho, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It changes the way the society looks at video games. Yeah.
ムーブメント賞受賞作品は
And so the winner is... I like how we said that in unison.
What game could that be this year in Japan?
Looks like
of course.
Pokemon Trading Card.
Pokemon Trading Card.
Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket.
Yeah, in Japan it's crazy. This game, everyone is playing it.
Everyone's playing it. Yeah. I mean, it's basically like hitting everybody in like the childhood feels, right?
Yeah, because the way you open your new
The
card,
ripping of it.
the ripping of it, it really creates that feeling of being a card game player and buying new cards and stuff like that.
So this game has a lot of like kind of really interesting kind of nostalgic vibes to it, but also has really interesting kind of auto battler mechanics and systems that kind of people who are new to the genre really get in without.
It's inviting for them, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
It's user friendly, which is really nice. So we have Daisuke-san, who's going to be accepting the award. Omedetou gozaimasu is congratulations. So we're going to be hearing that a lot this time. So thank you guys.
Yeah, you guys might actually learn some Japanese tonight.
Yeah, I can be like Japanese teacher / interpreter. So now that you've got it in your hand, tell me, what do you feel?
ありがとうございます。株式会社ポケモンでポチポチを担当しております、花輪と申します。本作は本当に今お話しいただいたような普段ゲームをプレイしていないような方にもポケモンカードの楽しさを知ってほしいという思いで開発をしてきました。なのでこのように多くの方にプレイしていただいて。
So this is, it sounds like his name is Hanao-san, and he is basically saying that just like the Movement Award kind of talked about, this is a game that we designed it to help bring people into, like who've not really normally gamers to kind of play the game. We've seen a lot of people do this, and it's really rewarding for us. So we hope to make sure that not just we're creating fun games, but that we ourselves can kind of have fun creating games for in the near future. I think he said the 17th year. This company's been working around since for 70 years, so they're celebrating their 17th anniversary. And they're going to do their best to continue to provide interesting and fascinating and fun experiences to all of their players around the world. He's having trouble saying that. It is a bit of a long title, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. And I think I might have. Did you catch that? I think he said 17th anniversary of their company.
Of what was it?
I think it was their company. I think he said. I'm not quite sure.
That's weird because the Pokemon company has been around for a bit longer than that.
Yeah, I guess maybe they're like division within it or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
I may have to like listen back to that later and try to correct myself. So yeah, this is
saying the same thing.
Yeah, what we were just saying, that like the feel of like ripping it open, like he's like they probably had to go through a lot of trial and error to get that feel of that rip in, right? And he's like, that probably was something that really connected to a lot of people, and I'm really impressed by how they did it.
The interesting part of that is that is something that people that don't play video games have experienced too, like opening a pack of cards.
Yeah.
So it's maybe that's why it resonated with so many people that don't traditionally play video games as well.
It's like maybe when you just want to have that like that rush, right? The dopamine rush, pulling up in a pack, but you're on like a plane or something. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about the I think it's going to be
the award for excellence.
The award for excellence for the first half, it sounds like,
There's
of the year.
multiple titles for this.
Yeah. So I guess they split it up until the first half of the year from like April of 2024 to the end of 2024, and then we have the beginning of 2025 to May would be the second half.
I think they said that they're going to choose the grand award out of those special awards, right?
Yeah. And it sounds like there are 3,000 potential things that people voted for, but they had to choose, a limited number. So there's going to be 11 award winners, but 3,000 people who were voted for. So it's a really difficult choice. So our first award for excellence is... Metaphor. Yeah.
You played that one.
I definitely played that one. It was really good. Oh, and there's Hashino-san and Suejima-san. I've done a lot of work with them, so I recognize them offhand.
I love Persona 5, but I know how long those RPGs take, so
Yeah.
I need to find a good time to play it. You know?
I did the craziest thing. I played Persona 5 and Metaphor at the same time last year.
Wow, that was like probably the biggest undertaking of the whole year.
Yeah,
for you.
and that's why I didn't play many other games that year.
Makes sense now.
But yeah, she's basically saying that the game, beyond having really inventive and interesting ideas, incredible sound, incredible visuals, incredible story, just really great overall. So we're going to have Hayashi-san again being the presenter, and then we have Hashino-san, the director of the game, and Suejima-san, the character, basically the visual director and the character leader. The lead character designer, I think is.
It's also a game that was really praised for its storytelling.
Yeah, it was really good. It had an amazing bad guy, and sometimes a good bad guy can define a game, like Handsome Jack or something. So can you give us your happy comments?
皆さんこんばんは。この作品のディレクターを務めさせてもらったアトラスの橋野です。
So this is Hashino-san. He's the director of Metaphor ReFantasio. So as the announcer was saying, there were 3,000 potential winners and only 11 were chosen. So I'm really honored to be one of those.
特に投票されたくれた方のコメントも読ませてもらって。
And I've read some of the comments that people who voted for us wrote, and I'm really just honored and like just really moved by all the kind words people have said. So thank you guys so much. And now we have Suejima-san giving a word too. So this is Suejima-san. He is the character designer for Atlas, for Metaphor. So he also viewed the comments of the people who voted for the game, and it seemed that a lot of people really enjoyed the game. And he's noticed that people who have really enjoyed the kind of character art for a lot of these, and he's really proud to be able to be part of something like this.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, yeah. So he's like, this is just a rumor. So he's like, there's a rumor that a new... So it's like a rumor of a new Persona game, or people were like thinking, oh, the Atlas is creating a new game, maybe they're making a new Persona. What are your thoughts on? He's like, you can just say no comment. Like, he said, like, when we're making games, we try our best not to listen to like kind of people's thoughts and feelings, so that we can just kind of develop in our own. Oh, sorry, this is for Metaphor ReFantasio specifically, because people were thinking, are you making a new Persona game? And he's like, we just tried to shut everybody out so that we could focus on making something new. And like, we knew there was going to be lots of comments, but we didn't want to be kind of affected by them. We wanted to kind of focus on the creative aspects of the creative enterprise. So yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, they did announce that they were going to do fantasy this time for a change. And obviously many people were looking forward to Persona 6, but something else was going to come out, and I think it really paid off big time. Yeah.
And I do know that they branched off. There's now 2 studios in the Outlets. There's there's a couple, but there's the Studio Zero, which is making Metaphor, and then there's the Studio P, which I think is making the Persona games. And they released I can't remember the name. Is the Phantom X, was it recently?
Yeah, that one's made in China, though, right?
Oh, that was it. Oh, okay.
But they did release remakes of 3 and now 4
True.
is also announced.
They're so good. Oh. All right, so we're going to have our next award.
Oh, that was a big title in Japan. Urban Myth Dissolution Center.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that was famous in the West, but in Japan, many people were very fond of this game.
Yeah, I've seen like a lot of people talking about it. I haven't actually played it myself, but it looks really cool.
I haven't either, actually.
Yeah. So it looks like you're going to dissolve basically like urban myths and then get to the bottom of like some sort of great mystery and explore this kind of very uniquely designed world, and that's kind of the appeal of this game. So all this
pretty a surprise hit.
Yeah. I didn't catch that. Do you know who developed this game?
So it's Shueisha.
Oh, it's Shueisha.
They're the publisher.
They're the publisher. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and then we have that's Hayashi-san. Hayashi-san is it's a different Hayashi-san actually. So he's saying, I really enjoyed the world view. I really enjoyed the characters. Congratulations. And if I'm wrong, that's also Hayashi-san who's receiving. So you double Hayashi.
Two Hayashi-san.
Yeah. So please share your comments or your comments from the team if you have something to say. Yeah, that is Hayashi-san. He's one of the producers at Shueisha. So I'm so honored to win this kind of
Honorable show.
Honorable show
Prestige
awards. Yeah.
都市伝説解体センターに関わっていただいたすべての本当のスタッフたちにもう心から
So he'd like to say thank you to all of the staff who worked towards making this incredible game and just wants to give them their due.
2022年に立ち上げた時に
So this is one of the games that they first started making when I think Shueisha started launch their game division, if that's correct.
Right, yeah, that's correct.
So, there's a lot of troubles, because they were just kind of feeling things out, so there's a lot of time that they had to spend feeling things out, but, all of our amazing staff stuck through that. They helped us develop this amazing game, or they developed this amazing game, and we're really proud and glad that they were part of our team. So we're going to keep making interesting things. We're hoping to keep, producing amazing games, so we hope that people continue to like them. Is the rough summary anyway.
Very good job.
Thank you. So, Hakaba Bunko is the name of the developer here. And I think he said, did I miss that? Was he said there's 4 of us?
Yes, 4 people, yeah. Very small indie game.
So none of us were actually in a game company making games before this. We all were new to this. So he's wants to thank Shueisha for picking up these 4 people, these 4 crazy people with a dream and no experience, and giving them the.
Is this real or not?
I think he's. Yeah, I think he's crying. Right? I mean, they had. Think about that. They were just these 4 people with a dream, and Shueisha just
for sure.
Please pursue it. So that is, I would definitely.
A dream come true.
Yeah. He's like, I played this game too. He's like, this is one of the. Yeah, he's like, when I saw this game win, I was really just it really made me happy because there's a lot of games that a game that's super realistic is a game that has these really interesting visuals is a game. There's such a wide variety of what defines a game, and I really like just the dot vibe of this too, the pixel vibe of this too. So. Oh, he's like, there's probably a lot of people who it's their first opportunity to learn about this game by watching these award ceremonies. So I hope they all get a chance to they look into this game, they realize how cool it is, and they give a chance to play it,
and cry as much as you want.
And cry as much as I mean, really, that is a moving story.
For sure, yeah.
Definitely, if I was in this place, I would be bawling myself.
An interesting movement here in Japan too. Shueisha is originally a book publisher, also famous for manga, and Kodansha as well. There's some book publishers that are going into video game development, and they have a really big hit on their hands right now.
Yeah,
it's interesting how that's going to develop from here.
I'm really curious because there's going to be really interesting tie-ups with all of their existing IPs as well.
That too, yeah.
Alright, so we're going to be talking about our next award now. Our next winner is... Drumroll.
Thanks for the translation of the drum roll.
I'm adding the drum roll. Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven.
This is an all-time Japanese classic, which isn't as famous in the West, but it's a Super Nintendo title that got a really good remake this year. That still, is much more user-friendly, but still at the same time it keeps the essence of the series.
Yeah. So they've basically she's saying what you just said. I love that. You're on the same zone right here. Keeps the same essence of the series. It has the same mechanics, but updates them to make it more usable or user friendly. Yep.
一般投票では最高のリメイクという
People say it's like one of the best remakes. I don't know, ever. We'll say ever. I don't know if she said ever, but she said an amazing remake, maybe.
Well, and last year had a Final Fantasy VII New remake,
Yeah.
but many people in Japan actually chose this one as their favorite remake last year. Yeah.
It's like the old school pixely, like 7 you know is coming. This is like more of a surprise, right?
Oh, that too, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
あり
yeah.
がとうございます
Kawakatsu-san is a very famous. He was originally on Final Fantasy II as well.
Oh,
Already,
okay.
it's a Square Enix veteran,
Nice.
and he's the father of the series.
難しいことにチャレンジしてそして成し遂げました
So he's like, I'm sure it was a really difficult challenge, but you did it. How did it feel? So this is that's Tatsuki-san. He's a producer at Square Enix, and he's really honored to have won this award.
評価については去年体験版を出した頃から
So we released a demo last year, and it sounds like a lot of our fans, and like former fans of the series and other people gave really positive comments to it.
原作が出ていませんから
And
ワールドワイドでどこまで
I think the game, I guess it wasn't released a
Released
lot
in
of
the West,
places.
yeah, originally.
So we're getting a lot of really fantastic feedback from overseas as well.
やっぱりプレイをしてくださった皆さんがですね
So people who played this game have
このゲームは面白かった
said things like this game was really fun. I think this is a game that you have to play.
たくさん書いていただいて
We got all these really nice comments.
評判を読んでセールスも大きく
And
伸ばすことができで今日
that sort of like the comments to the demo also helped like really inspire them to finish up, like when they were finishing the game, and gave them all the morale boost and energy they needed. And now we've led up to this moment where we're getting awards. So honestly, thank you all of our fans, all of the people who left lovely comments. We really appreciate you.
賞ありがとうございます。昔は賞とかどうでもいいと思ってたんですけど
He's like, I used to not care at all about awards.
くれることが一番
But I always thought that, like players and the people enjoying the game is the most important thing. But
こうやって賞をいただくことが
now I've won this award.
つながっていきますので
So, and that will also, I guess, lead to more people getting a chance to play this game and enjoy themselves. So I think in a lot of ways, this award is wonderful for that reason. And I hope people keep playing the game, and I hope people discover it and enjoy it.
こちらでご紹介した短いコメントにもあったんですけど一般投票の中に最高のリメイクだっていう
So yeah, we got a comment that said this is the best remake ever.
同居することのまあ難しいこと
So we said like, that's like kind of that's a lot to live up to, right?
そうですね非常にやっぱり原作のファンが大事にしている要素っていうのがあって
So we really did our best to keep the appeal of the original and keep that kind of the same feel. But there were things that were kind of inconvenient of the gameplay in the past that we were able to keep like the core like spirit of the game and keep like all the mechanics, but we were able to like slightly tweak the things that were kind of like were more like troublesome to play. So we're hoping that the fans of the original game will still love like this even because of that.
どうしても何か言いたいんですよそれを超えてこれは最高の
See, he's like, usually people when they see a remake, they kind of are more prone to saying, like this was wrong or they didn't get this right. But the fact that this time they were just like everybody was like, it blew away all my expectations, did everything I wanted it to. That's amazing.
And it's an interesting thing because this game was kind of unfriendly on purpose. A lot of stuff that you had to figure out yourself. But they kept that figuring out yourself part while also making things so much more friendly and more easy to figure out at the same time, which is really something that sounds impossible on paper.
Yeah.
But they still kind of figured out a way to do that, which really contributed to keeping the essence of the original title intact.
I guess probably you keep the essence of it being a difficult to figure out game, but you make the pipeline to be able to figure it out smoother. So the route to figuring out is easier, whereas the figuring out is still hard. Maybe? I don't know.
日本ゲーム大賞2025優秀賞続いての受賞
So our next winner is?
That's the fourth title, if I'm correct?
I think this is the fourth one, yeah. Should I say drum roll again?
Yes, please.
Closed captions.
Oh, Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest 3
so
HD
many
2D
remakes
remakes,
here
yeah.
of Square Enix traditional RPGs.
I mean, granted, there have been a lot of remakes coming out just overall in the industry, not just in Japan, but in the West. I think everybody is trying to remaster for the new generation now that they can do so much they couldn't. But this is an HD 2D remake of the, the older Dragon Quest 3, and it has all of the kind of all the old story, all the old like feelings that we love, and they kind of did a lot of balances to the game. Like it sounds like kind of the balance and the difficulty. The balance changes of the balance. Balance changes the difficulty and the mechanics, but they remastered it to hopefully be a fantastic game. And that is, it looks like Terashi-san is going to be our presenter this time. Terashi. He's like, I love the Dragon Quest series. He's like, I'm looking forward to next month.
Yeah, because next one will be 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to those. I like the passing back and forth of various items.
Mics and awards.
Yeah. He's like, I feel like every year I see you here on I guess on this stage, so.
38-year-old
38
game.
years.
Yeah. You know, we have a lot of remakes, like you said, but not this old.
Yeah. So yeah, we're able to remaster this 38-year-old game and kind of bring it to the modern world and get a lot more people playing it and experiencing it, and really proud of that. This is the producer, I think, is it Hayasaka-san? Is his name?
Yes.
So this is like a legendary game, right? And so, for a lot of people who were not around like when the first one came out, or are younger gamers or have played it back then, like this is a way to revive that legend, like a phoenix from old. He didn't say that, that's a phoenix from old. But he's glad that they're able to bring this piece of gaming history to Dragon Quest fans into the kind of modern gaming world. And thank you so much for this award. I'm really happy to be here.
I'm 38 years old myself, and that shows how old this game is.
I was 1 when this came out. So,
I was 0. I was 0, yeah. I was born.
You were born the moment the game came out.
Pretty much.
He's like, when I was in charge of remaking this game, I figured if I messed this up, I would never have any place in the industry again. So I made sure that I didn't mess it up.
I think they did a good job.
I think they did a good job. So yeah, he said making a remake is really difficult, but Hori-san was like, if we're making a remake, we're gonna make it the best. So we're like raising the bar, right? He's like, yeah, there are a lot of people who not just like had rejoined and played this game, but people have been waiting, like remembered the original like so clearly that when they came back and played the remake of it, it was a trip to memory lane. So thank you all for supporting our game for so long. Or I suppose it's serious for so long.
No, after this, in February, we're going to have another remake, Dragon Quest 7. So it's like all these Dragon Quest remakes coming out whilst we are waiting for the big new entry,
Yeah. I can't remember.
It's a nice way to keep people waiting, too.
Yeah. It's good, like a good prep. So this is our last of the first half. So I guess of the last half of 2024, and this is going to be the last winner, which is, drum roll,
Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Dynasty Warriors Origins.
It was a really back to form, but at the same time really innovative in like its game mechanics. It's a big evolution for the series for sure.
Yeah, and it definitely like the graphics are beautiful. The gameplay is just as like crazy and fun as always. So yeah, they're describing, for anybody who doesn't know what Dynasty Warriors is, it's basically your one person against like an army is pretty much every single game and every single mission. So the fact that you have these incredible like story, this like overarching kind of epic story with these incredible battles with tons of people is an exciting and fun game. So Hayashi-san will be presenting again, and this is our Koei Tecmo person who is going to be. He's like, I had a great amount of fun with your game, thank you, and here's your award.
This game got a 9 at IGN Japan's review as well.
I guess you guys liked it.
They liked it.
それでは今のお気持ち聞かせてください。
はい、私、光栄テクモゲームスで本作のプロデューサーを務めております、翔智彦と申します。
So his name is Sho-san, and he is the producer of this game. he's really, really, really happy to have won this award. And he's like, yes, Dynasty Warriors is back when he created this one.
日本ゲーム大賞では当時はまだセサゲームアワーズっていう名前だったと思うんですけども、
So
2、3、4と優秀賞をいただいておりまして、そこから実に20年ぶりということでございます。で今回のこの受賞
So yeah, it sounds like, please correct me, you might have gotten that too, but I think it's 20 years since they won an award at kind of, I think then it was CISA, the CISA Game Awards back in the day. And I think 2002, 2005, they kind of released what was, I believe, Dynasty Warriors 2, 3, and 4 at the time, and they won awards back then. So it's been a while since they've been back on this stage. So he'd like to thank everybody who put tons of hard work, sweat, and tears into making this game, and we'd also like to thank all of our fans out there who have supported and played our game. And as a representative of my team, I'd like to thank you all, and also share my just joy of the fact that I've won this award and that you guys have loved our game so much. I love how he said the name. So that's the name. He was saying the name of the Japanese title of the game, but he said it in this really epic way, right? Dynasty Warriors Origins.
The series obviously recently has been really known for awesome spin-off titles, but the main entry, they had an open world game before this, which didn't really pay off, but now they went back to form, and they really, there were some really interesting parry mechanics and stuff like this in this one, which really, made it more than just, hitting so many people. And, make you think while still being a really exhilarating experience at the same time.
You get that moment where you're cutting down swaths of people, and then you have those really interesting battles versus the captain.
There's some really interesting boss battles in there too. Yeah.
So yep, that was it for the first half of the what was it, the award for excellences, and now we're going to be doing the second half after this. It sounds like I believe he said there was going to be a short break. I could be wrong.
Yeah, so so far there's quite a few remakes, but also some new entries in long-running franchises, which really are making are returning to form, which is really interesting too, I think.
Actually, sorry, I think I got that wrong. I think you're doing this special award at next as kind of a palate cleanser between the award for excellence. So this is another really important award. So yeah, the special award. So the winner is, drum roll, I guess I'm in closed caption, right?
Okay.
PlayStation Store.
That can be an award winner too.
I'm very surprised. I was expecting a game, but once again, we saw this with the Switch too.
Yep.
There's beyond just the games, there's so much important infrastructure that goes into the game industry. So having things like the PlayStation Store or the Switch 2 around are just super important to play the games you want to play. So yes, this has contributed. The PlayStation Store has contributed a lot to the profits of the game industry in Japan and supported the economy for both Japan and really helped shore up the game industry as a whole. So that is probably why it won the award. So we have Nishioka-san this time is going to be the presenter. So he's like, I have a lot of very strong, good memories of the PlayStation 5, so thank you, and congratulations. We had another omitted to gozaimasu, so thank you, congratulations. So please tell us how you feel. So this is Nishino-san. He is the director of one of the kind of sections within Sony.
PlayStation はですね、プレイヤーの皆さんとクリエイターの皆さんをつなぐというミッションを追っておりまして、
So we said the mission of this kind of the PlayStation is to connect the players and the gamers, and the store is a central aspect of that.
日本のゲーム会社様も日本での売り上げが2割程度、海外で8割程度という形で、
So apparently
about 20% of their sales is in Japan, and the rest of 80% is overseas.
頑張ってゲームを届けていきたい。
Yeah, so he's like, I want to continue to provide this platform for people to play the game. And, like, people need games, but they need access to the game. So we're hoping to continue to give people a chance to, like, worldwide experience games through PlayStation Store.
It's really interesting how their PlayStation Plus service has been evolving over the last few years as well.
It's really gone through some interesting changes, I have to say. Let's see. So he's saying there's probably, when we look back at this this kind of period of the gaming industry history, we'll say there was the time before the PlayStation Store and the time after the PlayStation Store. So we think it has a very important role in the industry as a whole. And I love this, like, I love the red lights. I don't know, something about it, like,
it's classy, right?
It's kind of like, I like it. I don't know. I'm trying to remind me of.
Oh, so we're going back to the game of the Excellence Award.
We're back for the Excellent, and I guess we have 6 more of these, right? Because we did 5 in the first
half,
so 6 in the second half. So I suppose now we're going to be doing the first half of 2025. So January 1st to May 31st, I think it was. I'm sure a lot of people have played games that came out in that period of time. They have an idea of what won. So let's see if you guys got it.
It was nice to see an indie game in there right now too. Maybe there's more of that too.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely an indie game fan. So let's see.
Me too.
So it comes out. So we got our first one, and drum roll, please. Tokyo Extreme Radio.
Right?
Yeah. This one is...
It's an interesting story, this one. It's a really long-running series that didn't have an entry for so long. Now they're finally back. Well, we're in early access, but they will release really soon. I believe on the 25th.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, like, I actually confess I hadn't heard about this game until just now. But
I used to play it on the Dreamcast.
Nice. She's saying that one of the really great appeals of this game is the fact that you can very realistically recreate like various types of cars and kind of paint them and do all sorts of customization and then race them through exciting kind of tracks in the cities and so on. So I guess mostly in the cities.
It's Tokyo Highway.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Tokyo, right? Yeah.
There's the fantasy of, seeing someone like on the highway and it's like, let's go for a race.
Yeah. Usually it's like, back-to-back traffic. So like maybe one day there will be nobody here and I can actually drive fast on this. Yeah, it's like this one is back after so long, just as you mentioned. It's kind of the first entry in the series in a long time. So tell me what you feel. So this is Sato Takashi-san. He's the producer of this game. So it's like it feels like we're back, yeah.
After 18 years.
It's been a while. So he's like, it's incredible to come back to an award like this, right? So he's like, the reason why we're here and the reason why we won this award is thanks to the support of our fans around the world. So thank you so much. It's like I haven't done any prep. I've been test playing. So right now we're in early access. So I was really surprised that so many people have bought early access and left comments and basically given our game such great feedback and judged it so nicely.
It's interesting how much early access can do these days.
Right? Yeah,
like
right.
Some games become the biggest game in the world before they have even officially released.
Yeah, and then they stay in early access for a while, like to continue to make it even better with everybody. That sort of interaction with the community is so important. Oh, so yeah, apparently it sounds like there's a lot of young folk who did a lot of streaming for these games, and that was part of what really kind of, I guess, launched this game to such prominence right now, gave it such a boost. So I guess thanks to all the young streamers who are playing this game and enjoying it. He's like, early access. He's like, it's like rare to see an early access get so much positive PR and be out here for an award and have so much. And he's probably it's been 18 years since the last game in the series too, so there's probably tons of people who had no idea about the series and now they've jumped in for the first time. They've really enjoyed the game and he's like, I'm really happy to see all these people enjoying this series that's been resurrected, and it makes me just kind of like kind of nervous and worried, but he's like, I gotta do my best for the future.
Exactly, yeah.
He's like, yeah, use this, change this award into physical energy to complete the game and make more games.
Yeah,
right?
for them it's like not the best time to receive the award because they're releasing in 2 days.
Yeah, they're
like
probably
now.
like bug fixing, QA.
Well, I guess by this time this should be pretty much done. Yeah.
Probably, but there's always a last minute bug
For
that
sure,
you gotta
yeah.
work out. Somebody on like one specific setup was like, oh, this game critical error. Okay, we gotta fix it.
But
Program
still,
X. Yeah.
what a way to come back after so long time and then just win an award like that.
It's definitely inspiring. So our next, award for excellent for 2025 is
number 7.
I think this is 7. So Pirates
like
of Hawaii, like a
Dragon,
dragon, Pirate
yes.
Yakuza in Hawaii. Yeah, I get it. Nice. Yeah.
It was like, the Like a Dragon series is always crazy, but making Majima a pirate,
is
can it get
absolutely
even crazier than that?
I think this is about the craziest you can get. So
it's
yeah,
not
this
even
is,
historical fiction. It's
completely
now.
new.
It's
Yeah,
contemporary.
So this is talking about how it's inspired by a lot of pirate videos, but it's like this very new, interesting, crazy, wild world with lots and lots of really cool, I guess, play spots. And lots of very interesting kind of features that they added in this game, just like every
is very well known for.
Yeah, I love his jacket. It's awesome.
The Like a Dragon guys are always very classy in the way they dress.
He's like, I love Majima as well. So
one of the series favorites.
Yeah, I have a very interesting story about Majima at one point that I could share. So he's like, yeah, it's a spin-off, so you can do anything. So tell me how you feel about your anything. So this is Sakamoto-san. He is the chief producer of the Like a Dragon series.
Of this title, I think, right? Or
Oh yeah, no, I think of the series
the
itself.
series he said?
Yeah. Wait, that could be wrong. Yokoyama-san might be though. So he's like, yeah, this is a game that is very
unconventional.
Yeah,
for the
unconventional.
series,
I think is a good word. It's Majima-san, so you can kind of like go in weird directions, and it has like a you look at it and you think like this is going to be a weird game, but we really put a lot of effort into making it really feel good as a pirate game. So we have both veteran staff and like new members of the studio working on this, like putting all their effort into it, and thanks to all of their efforts, we were able to win this award. So guys, thank you so much.
So let's hear that Majima story of yours then.
So I was doing an interview with Sakamoto-san, right? And he told me that one of his memories of the series was they did like a public voting of who your favorite character was, and then they did the announcement in Shinjuku, like out in the public, I think right in front of what they said, that really big building. And when they announced Majima was #1, he said like all of these girls in the crowd like screamed like their heads off, and he's like at that moment I realized that Majima is like a sex symbol for not like he's like all the girls love Majima, right?
He is very popular. Well, among all players,
like he's an attractive man, I gotta say.
We're going to the next one.
All right, sorry.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter Wilds, nice, yeah.
That one released early this year.
Nice, yeah. This is a Capcom title. They've been doing great work with the Monster Hunter series, right?
Capcom in general has been like
they've been on fire.
On fire for sure. Yeah.
So for anybody who's an old Monster Hunter, you are a hunter who fights monsters. You're fighting these giant monsters in this really interesting like battle mechanics, really just like meaty combat and lots of kind of crafting great items as well. And this kind of like additions that I made to this new one was a seamless world, I believe, and they kind of up the combat as well. So
yeah, it was the first time that it's really a seamless, not even like between areas.
Yeah,
it's completely
everything
seamless
is connected,
this time.
right? So we only have a few more of these awards of excellence to go, and you are one of them. You're one of the winners. He's trying to figure out who to give it to. I couldn't hear his comment, but I heard the omedetou gozaimasu. The
He said that
congratulations.
he is enjoying the game.
Nice.
Yeah. Picture time.
There you go. So thank you for that, Nishiwa-san, who is a presenter. They're like, you guys are a regular attendee here, so you're a regular here, so give us your feelings. That's Tsujimoto-san. He's the producer of
Tsujimoto-san.
Tsujimoto, sorry.
Yes.
So thank you all of you hunters out there who voted for us. This game came out in February of this year, and we also released a number of updates as well since then. And at the end of this month, we're planning another big update, so we'll also be at Tokyo Game Show as well. And we hope that all of you people who are fans of Monster Hunter Wilds and are still interested, or are looking forward to the next bit of a patch and update that we're making.
The collaboration between Final Fantasy XIV was always also announced, by the way.
Yeah. That one's gonna get a lot of. This is really
epic.
cool. Yeah. So also thank you so much for this award. So I had a chance to see some of the comments that all of the people who voted us for us left, and there were comments from people who are like in their 10s, and there are people in their 70s who are voting for these games. There's a wide range of people.
Everyone's playing it.
Yeah. So it's been over 20 years since the start of the Monster Hunter series, and we put lots and lots of effort into it over this time, and we keep kind of like doing, like, we keep going over our previous limits and making new things. So we're really happy that people of all ages and all like kind of types have been able to people of all sorts have been able to chance to play this game, from your 10s to your 70s. So we're going to keep doing our best to make awesome games, and we hope you guys keep doing your best to play them. So thank you. This is the director, Tokuda-san. Thank you so much for the award. He's like, I also checked out the comments, and it seems like it's really nice to see all of the positive comments and how much people are looking forward to this game. So, and I'm really just grateful to all of you out there. So we're gonna, as a team, continue doing our best to release more interesting content that you guys can keep playing and stick your teeth into, and getting all that beautiful, delicious hunter experience out there. So thank you so much.
It's interesting how Monster Hunter was always like one of the biggest game in Japan, but then Monster Hunter World made it something much more worldwide. It became Capcom's best-selling game of all time, and now they're kind of continuing that vibe with Monster Hunter Wilds, which is already selling very well. And
I've heard so.
Who knows? It might even surpass World. We'll see how that goes.
I mean, they're all really impressive. So let's see. I actually had to sink my teeth. I'm afraid to start it because I know it's gonna be so much time. But yeah, this is gonna be our next. This is gonna be our 8th. There's our 9th.
I think so. I think the 8th one. Yeah.
Which is the 100-line Last Defense Academy.
Very good adventure game, this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is I've heard a lot of people talking about this game recently. This is an Aniplex. That I didn't know. So, as in this game, you are basically a member of this 100-line academy, and you have to fight against these like invading students, and they're this mysterious kind of force. And you kind of have the moment where you can kind of create. There's like a part of the game where you can create relationships to other people in your academy and do all these activities and then you kind of move out to a battle versus all these invaders. So it's kind of this back and forth of the game.
We have a very well-known adventure game player at Ijuin in Japan, and he really liked this game. So if you're into adventure games, this is definitely a title you might want to check out.
I think I gotta try it because it's a tactics game, right? When you're battling, if I'm correct.
I think so. I haven't played it, so to be honest, I'm not sure.
I think and I love those like visual novels that have a tactics battle thing. It's like my type of game, so I am very excited about it. All right. He jumped in. He was jumping the gun. Says Kotaka-san, I think I got his name right. I hope and he is the scenario and director of the game. So he's like, do we really deserve to win this like amazing award?
Yes, you were right. It's an SRPG during battle times. Yeah.
So he's like, yeah. So we were really we weren't sure if we deserved to win it, but now that we're up here, we'll do our best to justify the winning of this award by. So he's like, when we were developing this game, we were actually almost like we almost went to insolvency. We almost went out of business when we make this. We were like in debt and like struggling, and we released it, and we managed to barely turn things around. So we owe a lot to this game. We owe a lot to all of you out there who have supported us. Thank you so much. Yes, I love the character design. I love the vibe. I have to play this game. I'm a huge fan of like what is it? Summon Wars? Am I remembering that right? Man, it's been so long.
And it plays in Japan tw so for people interested in Japanese culture, it might be a title you want to check out for
definitely.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's like very much of that school vibe. So this is an SRPG, and it has a really heavy scenario story.
Wow.
So there's
I remember.
I remember this. There's over 100 endings to the game, or there's 100, I think, specifically.
Completely different endings. How do you do that?
And I think I was reading before this came out where they initially were trying to tone it down. He's like, no, 100 totally different
I remember
endings.
that story. Yeah.
And because of that, it was a really hard game to develop, as you can imagine. But we did our best, and Media Vision, I guess, was their publisher. Kind of stood with them throughout this whole long, arduous, like difficult process to make such a game on such a huge scale. So thank you for that. And also Aniplex and Tokyo Games, everybody at those companies, thank you so much for supporting us, for like going through all these like difficult negotiations to get all of what we wanted in here, and listening to our selfish desire to do this like crazy game. So
usually you can propose something like that, but people are gonna say, no, that's way too difficult
nobody's
to
gonna
pull
buy
off.
that, right? But I guess they did a good job convincing, and the people who believed in them, they had belief for a good reason. They made something amazing, and we obviously made an award. And once again, I've heard a lot of my friends talking about this recently, so it definitely has been making a splash. So our next award for excellence is two more.
Yeah.
Our next one is, drum roll please. I'm gonna get the timing right.
Fantasy
Ooh,
Life.
Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. I definitely saw it all over like the Steam store.
Yeah, like it has been a really big series for a long time, but it never took off the way it is this year.
So Level 5 is the developer, and this game is a completely new game for the Fantasy Life series.
Yeah.
And you go into, basically you have like 13 different lives, these different basically careers that you can take, and you go and you basically live in this like beautiful kind of island, and you kind of create your own like happy little town, and you solve puzzles, make friends. Oh, you actually, sorry, there's a co-op in this game, if I just heard that right.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So you get to play with your friends and build this beautiful city or town on an island together, solve puzzles, go on adventures, everything that we want. So he said, yeah, this is like the top, the pinnacle of Level 5 development here. I love this game, so thank you so much. And I think recently simulation games as a whole have been really like burgeoning in the game ecosystem.
Slow life genre is really becoming a big
I feel
thing.
them. I love them.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. So please give us a comment. It's Hino-san, I think.
Hino-san,
He is a producer of this game, Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. So he's like, every title in this is a really difficult like process to create. There's a lot of different like emotions that everybody has like when they are making this game. So after we announced the game, we had a lot of basically the playtesters gave us a lot of feedback, and based on their feedback, we ended up having to like remake a huge portions of this game before we came out. So but the reason why we put so much effort into doing all this remake is because we knew we wanted to deliver a game that people could play and really enjoy. We didn't want to make we wanted to make sure that the game like fully fulfilled all of our players' desires to have this wonderful fantasy island life. So thank you so much for this award. We're really glad that you have all honored us with basic recognition for the fact that we made this game. So thank you guys so much. So this is Akasaka-san. He's the technical director of the game. So he said, yeah, the development of this game was quite difficult. but eventually we kind of like kind of caught our wind halfway through, or at 1.2, and then things started getting more fun, and we started like, getting into the zone. I guess getting to the zone would be a better way of saying that. And so now that we followed this zone to the end, and we're glad that it came out and people seem to like it, so we're happy about that. Thank you very much.
I think it was like one of the first 3DS titles that Level 5 originally announced, and it took them a long time, and it was a really hyped project. But then it was kind of a popular game, but it didn't take off in a big way.
Yeah.
But now, like, probably more than 10 years later, it's suddenly like one of the hottest games on Steam, which is, you never know how it goes with a video game series.
Yeah, and I would say that's a lot in the evolution of the game industry, like things like Stardew Valley and so on.
Yeah, that changed the industry for sure.
God, that game was good.
So, the last one.
Yep. People are wondering what it is. Does everybody have their own ideas? What's your idea?
Astrobot.
Astrobot? Shoot, I don't know what I would say.
Silent Hill 2 is another
drum roll.
Let's
hope for it.
Elden Ring Night.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's amazing. I forgot that came out this year.
Yeah. It was probably like March or something, I think.
I think so, yeah.
It was early this year.
I think half of my friends are doing co-op playthroughs of this right now.
Right now, as we speak.
Yeah, so right now, yeah. This is a co-op, like kind of, what is it? It's like a full standalone expansion, is that correct?
It's a standalone title that is completely online.
Oh, so it's not like an expansion, it's like complete.
It's a standalone title, yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely in the world of Elden Ring. It's got that vibe, and it's got... Yeah, a lot of people are very, very passionate about this game, which I've definitely heard as well. I need to catch up on my games. So this is the Nishiko-san, who's the director of the game, I think he just said? Oh no, presenter, sorry. It was the presenter, Nishiko-san. I take that back. Thank you, Nishiko-san. I love the dual wielding. This is Ishizaki-san. He is the director of Night Rain. So everybody probably knows this is a kind of a spin-off, like a multiplayer co-op version of, like co-op game. And people are probably wondering, like how we would kind of pull that off, because I don't think they've done anything like this before, right?
Yeah.
So it's really nice to see that everybody's reacted so positively, enjoyed what we made. And so, as a representative of the developer team, for all of you people who voted for us, for all of you people who have loved our game, thank you so much. And we'll do our best to. I think he said we'll do our best to continue. I didn't catch that.
Yes, I hope you look forward to the future. Right?
Future, yeah. Sorry, thank you. I heard the kitai in there, but I couldn't the rest of it. Kitai is like.
No, it's interesting because Elden Ring was like the biggest game on the planet for so long.
It was, yeah.
And then they had like what people say is the best DLC ever.
Yeah.
And now they have a multiplayer title, which was like the biggest multiplayer title for a while. So
every single time they go up to bat, they get a home run. Is basically what we got here.
From Software was already a very beloved studio, but Elden Ring really put them on the map like no other studio out there anymore.
It was, I think, it still is one of the most downloaded and played games of all time, right?
I think so, on Steam. Yeah. It's definitely in the top 10.
Right. So I believe, actually, sorry, I was not listening to that little bit.
Sorry,
no,
it's my fault.
No, we were having a chat. It was fun. It was delightful.
I think the only awards that are left now are the Game Designers Award and the Grand Award. And now they're going for the Game Designers Award.
Did we do? Yeah, we did. Yeah. All right, yeah, we're moving on to the Game Designers Award. So this is basically a game that I'm not sure
he said it's a show that introduces many people to a new game they didn't know before, because I think it's the kind of game that isn't that famous yet, but had some really unique design.
Thank you. Right, yeah. For some reason, my brain just shut off when I heard him talking there.
It's difficult to have a conversation, to translate and to listen all simultaneously.
Is that who I think it is?
No, it's just some unknown guy.
Nobody's ever seen that guy before. I like him. That is a jacket. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's rocking it. It makes sense that he would
注
be
目を集めてい
the
るゲ
one.
ーム大賞の中でもですね、ゲームデザイナーズ大賞のお時間がやってまいりま
So
した
now we're here for the Game Designers Weir. It's been some time. So let me explain the
idea behind the
Yeah.
award. Yeah.
このようにですね、日本の中でいや一部世界がいるな、斬新なゲームを作ったゲームデザイナーの
So these are
10点ずつ持っていただき、
Mm.
それを第一審査として
So I guess these are the 10 people who have made like really impressive games that
So they are the jury.
The jury, yeah.
And they can each give their vote each counts for 10 points.
Yeah.
And basically,
Oh, sorry, thank you.
that is going to decide which title is going to win this award.
Gotcha. I see like Toby Fox, Yoko Taro, Sotoyama, right?
Toyama-san,
Yeah, Toyama-san.
famous
That's
for
it.
the Silent Hill
Yeah.
series and Gravity Days.
Sakurai-san, who is currently, I think, the
on
emceeing.
screen? I don't think so.
No, that's not him.
一つがスキムと言います。これは影を渡る、ストーリーものですね。もう一つがスペル唱えるという50音の中で弾幕を避けながら、
So he's now talking about
Yeah.
some of the nominees, right?
Yeah, he's saying something like there's one where you travel through shadows and one where you're like kind of dodging, basically Danmaku style gameplay, like lots of bullets, bullet hell.
それではゲームデザイナー
It's
ズ大賞
basically
の
like a
発
new
表を
new
お願いいた
game
します。
designer who's new in the industry.
Yeah, who's I guess kind of brought people like made a new wave, right? And the winner is, drum roll please.
Indica. Right.
Indica.
Yeah, it's a good game. I played that one.
Indica is Automator. Is that the developer? I'm guessing
That's the
Automator?
title.
Yeah, yeah.
The Opmeter is the developer, I think.
皆様は残念ながら本日は欠席となって
So
おります。
unfortunately, Indica is not here with us today, but we are going to be sending them the award.
いつも私が、ここでゲームをプレイするんですけどね。
So Sakurai-san always like plays a game,
説明ができないというか。
like I guess at the show. So he's not going to be playing it. He's just going to be explaining it because this isn't a game that you can really explain where you're playing. So he made a movie. He's like, I know you're busy, but I'm usually busy. I don't know how I managed to make the time. I don't know how I made the time for this.
映像を見ながら
So let's see the appeal of the game by watching this
台
video.
本はありません。変なこと言ったらごめんなさい。
He's like, sorry if I say anything weird when I'm doing
見
this.
ながら桜井さんよろしくお願いいたします。
Sakurai-san,
Sakurai-san saying why Indica is special. That's something pretty
Yeah.
rare, yeah.
インディーゲームというとなんですけどね。
So this is an indie game.
落下物のような
So you start off by like
全然
falling,
こういうゲームではないです。
but this isn't the game. This is
Not at all. It's not. Yeah.
later. You like jump to like the 18th century to like a cathedral, and you're. So Indica is the main character, and you are a
Nun. Yes.
nun, yeah, in a and you're kind of like not really liked by all the nuns around you.
気候が目立つんですね。
So something about you like just kind of stands out, and people don't like you.
悩みがありまして、
And she has like something that she's worried.
悪魔の声が聞こえるんですね。
She can hear demons basically.
The voice of the demon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
メタ的に
It's just kind of narrate the
Yeah.
narration of the game.
Yeah.
こうい
Yeah.
う声が、自分の欲望みたいなものを
And it's kind of like
ひらにしながら
the voice of these demons are talking about her like desires. That sounds really cool.
It is a cool game, and it's weird.
I can imagine if you're a nun in the 18th century, there's no way it's not weird.
それが止まんないかと思ってる。
And it's something like yeah, just
お使い頼まれたんですけどね。
okay. Right now she's being
ここで
asked to do an errand.
ここで出ています
Suddenly you get
私はこれこれだと
points.
思ってるんですけど、こういういろいろな異物みたいなも
So,
のに触れてもちょっとずつ増えるんです
I
が、
guess like you.
ここで断言されます。ポイント集めに意味はない。
So there's no
Yeah.
point in like gathering points, but like you can gather like some, like
意味がない
icons,
それは最後まで見ればわかります。
but there's no point in the points, and you won't understand why until the end of the game. Then it's kind of all explained.
It's kind of interesting how they're like making parody jokes of video game culture while
Maybe
doing
they're-
something very realistic at
Yeah.
the same time.
オケを下ろす。オケあげる。
So yeah, like there's like apparently doing a well, you have to do like a bunch of different individual tasks. So it's really realistic in how they replicate all of these like individual tasks. So you have to do this 5 times apparently. Like go to the well, like draw the water, like pull the
実
water.
はこの正教会にはポンプみたいなものもあって、
There-
そこから水を汲むこともできるん
There
です
is a pump in this
だけどもあえてそういう
place,
のを
but
やらせる
you're being forced to draw it directly from the well because I guess you're being kind of bullied or
Yeah,
something.
that's the kind of thing you want to do. You want to have a nun that you don't like done, I guess.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna be really buff by the end of it, right?
なんてことするんだ。
And that's just wow.
Yeah.
I think that's optional to do. I think I didn't see that.
That's
そ
brutal.
んなことは言わないとは思うんですけど、悪魔の声が聞こえる他に、なんか変な幻覚みたいな。
So she can also see like weird hallucinations.
口の中の小さなおじさんなんて
Like a old dude comes out of this woman's mouth for some reason.
ということになると思うんです。こんなんだから、それが原因で気候が起こる。
And that's why she does these like strange, has these strange movements, and that's why people kind of are bullying her, pushing her apart.
教会から1年ぐらい経ってから、お使いを使わされる。
And eventually, after you're a year in here, you're sent on a mission, like an errand outside of the abbey. Abbey, I think nunnery.
Yeah.
Monastery is for monks, and the nunnery is, I think, for nuns. I could be wrong there.
And then she starts hearing the demon's voice louder and louder, and it changes the way she sees things.
Oh dear.
で、祈りをすると普通に戻る。
Also, if you pray, you apparently the demon's voice, like the demon hallucinations go away. That's actually really cool. So until I guess you pray, like everything is broken apart in Demon Land.
Yeah,
Oh, but
these puzzles are actually quite complicated sometimes.
Interesting.
祈りをしてさらに先に進むみたいなパズル要素が。
And she's just like living in
このゲームの中で全体的に
multi-dimensional.
Yeah, and the praying kind of like becomes a gameplay gimmick, you know?
That's really cool.
ここは非常にゲーム的だと思う。
So this part is like very gamey, right?
Gamey, yeah,
悪魔の
And quite difficult. I remember getting stuck a few times.
周りに対していろいろな不満が突きつけられ続ける。
So I guess the more you let yourself, like the demon take control of you, like the more people around you like start getting angry at you and like
そこでまあいろいろなことが起こります。
and all sorts of very
ちょっとピンチになってる。
strange things happen in the story. She's in a
実体化しているように主人公手が見える。
apparently a demon's hand popped up and scared her out into falling
かもしれないし、そうでないかもしれない。
a very bad position.
で、ピンチを助けられるんですけども、囚人ですかね、傷病囚人。
Yeah, yeah. An ex-prisoner helps her out. Yeah.
Who also seems to have maybe the similar problems from the vibe.
I
of
don't
it.
think so, but he is quite the character himself.
Okay.
And the journey they have together is a special one to remember for sure.
Wow.
で、持って逃げたりする。この人が銃が下手くそなのも、
So the
最初にそのような話がありました。
prisoner is really not good with a gun, which is why I guess he's missing all the time.
助け合ったりするわけですが。
And then I guess you help each other.
ところでインディカがなぜこんな、修道女なのに蒸気自転車の扱いが
So
うまいかというと、
why is she?
Yeah, yeah. I remember that scene too.
実家
Yeah.
がその自転車屋さんだ
Oh,
ったんです。
she used to be part of like this, steampunk bicycle, or her family ran
Her family. Yeah, I heard that.
that,
was,
and that's why she's good at riding this.
And I
despite
love
being a nun.
how this flashback scene of her childhood
It's
is
like-
done in
yeah,
this like 2D platforming
yeah.
style.
It's really nice pixels too.
Yeah, too, for sure.
で、
Yeah,
なんやかんや
yeah.
ありまして、
I remember all
途中
that.
で預かった手紙を見ちゃうんですね。
So there's
その
a,
中に何が書いてある
I guess the errand she was sent to deliver a letter, but she ends up looking at the letter, and
で、先ほどのように祈ったり祈らなかったりし
and
なが
then
ら
we enter another one of these puzzle sequences.
なんでしょうね、ゲームのシステムが、ある程度斬新というのが、
So it has like
ゲームデザイナーズ大賞に選ばれる
innovative
もの、そういうことが
game systems, which is why it was chosen for this game designer award. But
確かにここは斬新だけれども、
but it's
そこを表してい
not
るわけでは
just innovative. That's not what we're trying to celebrate with this award.
本当にいるのかいないのか。
So this kind of like question that players have, like,
というのはそもそも何だったのか。
does the demon exist or not? Is it just in your imagination or not? And that's like this really deep part of the game that really is impressive in terms of the development of the game, or the game.
今回制作者の方々は、ここには来られていないわけです
So the developers aren't here today.
なかなか複雑な事情があ
But
りまして
apparently there's
そういうのも調べてい
An
ただける
interesting
と
background.
Yeah,
about
interesting
them.
background.
かもしれませんね。というわけで、インディカのプレゼンでした。
So yeah, I guess they're not going to go into details, but there's basically an interesting background to their developers. So I guess maybe that's why they're not here
Must
today.
be a
I'm sure.
special memory for the developers though, to have someone like Sakurai-san
Yeah.
go in depth about what their game is about and what makes it so special.
I definitely have to say yes for that.
やってみたい気持 持ちに今この瞬間はなっております。さあ、残念ながら本日の授賞式の出席は叶いませんでしたが、
So unfortunately they're not here today.
フォトメーターを代表して本作のディレクターを務められましたドミトリー・スベトロー様からビデオメッセージを。
So we do have, yeah,
Dmitry-san
is sending a message, yeah.
It's a great honor to receive this award.
I don't have to translate
It feels
this.
incredible to be recognized in a country where so many of my favorite games were born, so many of my favorite game genres. And I was always amazed that Indica resonated with people from different countries and such different cultures, which prove that no matter where we're born or which gods are we praying for, we all ask the same questions, we all face the same struggles. So once again, thank you very much. It's a great honor for me and for the whole Odmiro team. Thank you.
おめでとうございます。皆様今一度大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
Congratulations.
Another omedetou gozaimasu there.
It's kind of emotional how these foreign developers get praised by Japanese legends.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody, if they got praised by Sakurai, would be pretty happy, right?
やっぱりゲームを賞するって無理がありますね。
Yeah, he's like, it's really hard to like praise a game because everybody has
To
different...
define what the game is,
Yeah.
yeah, because it can be so many different things, right?
Yeah.
とにかくこうやっていろいろな方々が賞を
Because everybody has their own like different values, right?
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
judge,
yeah.
what they think is important.
これからも皆さんというか私を含むいろいろな制作者が
So I hope we'll have creators.
頑張りましょうね。
So I know me and a lot of other creators are going to keep creating games throughout, from here on out. So let's all do our best to create incredible experiences.
That was kind of wholesome.
That was wholesome. I mean, anytime Sakurai-san comes, it's wholesome.
デザイナーズ大賞の発表させていただいたわけですけれども。
Just one award left, I think.
Yep, I think that was the Game Designers Award. So all that's left is the Grand Award.
Yes.
難解なゲームだし世界観も独特なんですけど
So it's like, yeah, this game that we're talking about here, Indica, is like it has a very unique kind of sense of atmosphere and a unique setting, but there's definitely something that I think there's a strong message that I think everybody can, interpret and kind of feel
resonate with.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Probably different ways too, right?
いよいよ残すは
So, yep, all that's left is the Grand Award.
発表の
What the name? Taisho, right? Like a Grand Award.
先ほど発表いたしました優秀賞の中からいよいよこの大賞
It's one of those games that were chosen as awards of excellence. Right?
Yeah.
One of them is going to win the
like the second
Grand Award
among these who wins
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ultimate prize. It's like a Royal Rumble.
Which
right?
one do you think it will be?
それからリメイクでさらには
That's tough. I would say maybe my guess would be either Night Rain or Metaphor.
Yeah, me too. I think Metaphor.
Metaphor, like, was a very unique. It was so unique in so many different ways, and it was just a generally good game. I guess Night Rain came out fairly not too long ago, right?
Yeah, that one was more recent.
Maybe it hasn't as much time to like sink in too. Let's find out which one it is though.
So all the nominees are coming on stage again,
Yep.
I believe.
That's going to be a crowded stage.
For sure.
Especially there was like 3 or 4 people for some of them.
For some of the titles, yeah.
ここで大賞を発表させていただきます。
All right, we're going to announce the Grand Award. Our butt before you.
ずっと壇上にピアノがあること
There's a piano here.
Some people have probably been wondering why there's a piano on stage.
あのピアノ当然使用させていただきます。
We're going to be using that piano.
ここで今年の大賞の発表を
I kind of think it's metaphor.
盛り上げていただく
I don't know.
スペシャルゲストを紹介
Oh, we have a
Special guest.
special guest. So everybody,
Who could
please
that
give a
be?
big round of applause. Who is it?
Harami-san?
Is that Harami-san? Who I actually am not familiar with her.
Me neither, to be honest.
さあ緊張の瞬間をハラミちゃんに
So
また一度
Harami-san
盛り上げていただきたいと思います
Harami-san is probably very nervous to be up
どうで
here.
すかこの空気を
How do you feel? How do you feel about the feel of the stage?
命を燃やして作られて
There's so many people who have like, like burn the oils of their life to
That was
kind of
literally
create
what she
games.
said. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Burn their souls.
気持ちを指先にピ
So now let's have your comment be expressed through the fingers as you play your
I
piano.
guess he's a famous pianist.
I guess so, yeah. Harami-san.
本当ですよね。
Yeah, Harami-chan. Yeah.
Harami-chan.
He's also a famous YouTuber. Yeah.
Probably she's like a YouTubering piano. I'm gonna say.
I think
Might have
so,
seen her
yeah.
actually.
大賞を発表させていただきます。
So we're going to be announcing the grand award. The winner of the Japan Game Awards Grand Award for 2025 is...
He has over 2 million subscribers.
Drum roll, please. And the cool, like, red lights. Piano? Dragon Quest? I don't know. Dragon Quest is piano.
Oh.
Ooh.
Who was the first one to recognize what game this is from?
It's epic, whatever it is.
It is. I think that's metaphor. No?
I think so too, but I could be wrong. Like having a solo piano performance of it. Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
there we go.
There we go.
Now we know enough.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
This is a really interesting remix of it, though.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is really energetic and a really unique style of playing the piano. Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to let the music absorb itself.
Congratulations.
There it is. Hashino-san and Soejima-san, definitely worked hard to deserve it. So congratulations.
大賞を受賞された皆様ご登壇ください。関係者の方がいらっしゃいましたら、ぜひご一緒にどうぞ。
If there's anybody, I guess other people who are, I guess, related to them, part of the studio or the team, can also join them up on stage. Looks like it'll just be though. She's like, if there's anybody who's part of the team wants to come up, please come up.
It's kind of a Japanese thing to do. Even if you're in there, it's kind of like you're gonna be too shy to go on stage.
Yeah.
And if one guy goes, everyone's gonna
Yeah.
go. But if no one goes,
This is a really great performance.
yeah, for sure, amazing stuff.
Yeah, there it is. Let's give a huge round of applause for Hashino-san and Soejima-san. You guys did
この
Yeah.
大賞。それではここで表彰を行わせていただきます。
So we're going to be handing you
受賞作品へ投
your
票いただ
award.
きましたユーザー代表の谷風
So
太
this
様に
is
お願いして
a
おります
representative of all the users, I guess, who have voted for him. This is, I didn't catch his name. I think it's Tani-san? He's like, I don't know.
Starstruck.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you got picked to like give an award to the person you voted for to win a game award, that's pretty cool. Let's give a big round of applause. Yeah.
そして、実はですね本日スペシャルゲストとして東京ゲームショー2025のオフィシャルサポータ
So we have an
ーを務めていただき
official
ます本郷
supporter.
かなたさんにお越しいただいております。
Kongo, I think I missed the other half of the name, but they're an official supporter of the 2025 Tokyo Game Show. Or Tokyo Game Awards? Wait, they said Tokyo Game Show, right?
You did, yeah.
Okay, I
The
was
Japan
wait.
Game Awards.
Japan Game Awards, thank you. My brain absolutely falling
You've been
apart.
doing it for almost 2 hours. It's
フ
understandable.
ァンタジオ代表者の皆様
So
本当に
interpretation and emceeing at the same time is definitely like talking about it and then interpreting is woo, a lot. So now that you have this heavy, heavy award in your hand, how do you feel? I'm happy.
こういうのって先に教えてもらえるものなのかなって
He said, I thought you would tell me if I won ahead of time. He's like, I was really surprised. Thank you so much. I guess they didn't, like, give him
It has
any
to be a
heads up.
surprise for
Yeah.
everyone.
So now that he's this huge flower bouquet in his hands, how do you feel? So thank you so much. I feel like all of our work has been recognized and paid off. So thank you so much to all the staff. I want to share this wonderful moment with all of the staff as well, and for everybody who's worked together with us on creating this game. So I want to make sure that they all celebrate this with us. Thank you so much. So you're surprised, you're happy, and all these emotions are swirling. And I want to kind of share some comments.
では、実際に投票いただいたユーザー
Oh, so we're going to be sharing some
from the photos.
From the
いただいてまいります。まずは谷様お願いいたし
So
ま
we'll
す。
start with Tani-san. I got his name right.
私ユーザーとして、アトラスさんから新しい JRPG 作品が出るということで非常に発売前からワクワクしております。
So I was really excited when I heard that Atlas was going to be creating a new RPG, and I was really impressed by the quality and had a lot of fun with it. And it had all sorts of really unique characters. It has incredible UI. And the thing that yeah. So he's saying that there was a word, like one line from it that really resonated with him, which I think really early in the game, which is the first magic in the world was music. And he said, yeah, something like this. I thought that only Atlus could create a game like with a message like that in a game like this. So like playing this game helped me realize I didn't catch what he realized about it, like realize again, but basically just really inspired him. So congratulations.
本当にたまたまですね、このメタファーリファンタジオのテレビ CM をやらせていただきました。
So I actually was involved as part of the television commercial for Metaphor. And so I played through the whole game and I had so much fun throughout the entire game. The story and like the twists and turns were just so great. The music, I kind of got obsessed and I like was able to just really, I got so into it. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that, you know, as a game fan and for all the game fans out there, I hope you continue to make amazing, wonderful, exciting games like this.
さあ、橋野さん、2人の向こうには何万何十万何百万っていうユーザーがいるわけです。
So there's tens, hundreds, thousands, and millions of users listening to right now who played your game. Please share how you feel.
ありがとうございます。改めましてアトラスの橋野。
So yes, I'm Hashino-san from Atlus, and
本当にコメントを用意してなくて。
I have not prepared any comments.
ピアノなんかどっかで聞いたような。
It's like there's a piano playing a song I think I've heard somewhere.
が流れ出したのよ。これはと。
And it's like, when I saw that playing, I'm like, wait, I think. So he's like, I'm really happy to hear this live.
改めてですね。
That song that she was playing, Harami-san's performance.
本当に今後の励みになりました。
And this game has really inspired me. It's like really encouraged me to.
I think it's that the award here is like kind of like creating new energy for him for the future. Yeah.
So I'm hoping to pay this like, you know, this feeling back by making even more interesting games for all of you to play and enjoy and have fun with.
I'm sure he will.
I'm definitely know he will. Yeah. So, out of all of the 11 games that won our awards for excellence for this year, Metaphor from Fantasio was the ultimate grand award winner, and so congratulations Metaphor, congratulations Hashio-san and Soejima-san. So really, another congratulations there. So please head back to your seats. Thank you very much. He has to carry that home now. That's gonna be a big one. And so thank you, special guest Hongo-san and our user representative Tani-san.
Yes, that's right.
For some reason I can't remember. I keep like doubting myself. Thank you guys. I'm just hoping the next 30 minutes is another performance of all that piano.
We're gonna see what's gonna happen now. Yeah. The future awards. Yeah.
東京ゲームショウに出展発表される未発売作品に対する一般投票を募集し、多くのファンがその発売を待ち望み、代表作品を受賞作品として選考いたします。
For unreleased games that will be on exhibit at Tokyo Game Show.
Then people voting for ones that they. And I guess for people who vote, they're going to be giving up to 200 people a reward. Software, which I'm not sure what software it is.
I think one of the titles that won the award, that will actually win the award, yeah.
Yep, and they'll be announcing the winner of the Future Award on Sunday. I lost the time in my brain. At some point on Sunday.
At the event at Tokyo Game Show, yeah. I didn't catch the time either.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think I said 1 or 2. I could be wrong. So there's probably a lot of people who we've talked a lot of games here today, but there's probably a lot more games that we haven't talked about, and a lot of games that people are really excited to try. So I hope everybody gets a chance to anything that hasn't been talked about today, even those games, get your hands on them, play it, experience the new experiences that you have out there. So, yes, I was right. We're going to have Harami-san play the piano to close out today's show. So everybody here today watching, everybody who has voted, all of the people who have been part of today's event, thank you so much.
I was hoping to hear more from her.
I know. I'm just going to sit back and absorb it.
It's going to be interesting to see what title she is playing. Is this Metaphor as well?
It'd be interesting to have one from every game, right? I know this song.
Metaphor ですかこれ、野口さん。We have one of our operators is a big Metaphor Atlas fan, so I'm asking him if it's Metaphor or not.
I feel like it is.
He's not sure either. So.
I feel like it is. I think this was one of the...
The screen was really focusing on Metaphor now, though, right?
Wish they had a subtitle.
I think it changed now, the music. I know this tune right
It
now.
has like a Dragon Quest vibe, doesn't it? I could be wrong. Anybody who's listening and watching, if you know, please leave comments to correct us for our lack of musical recognition.
It's probably all Metaphor though, maybe, right?
Maybe.
I like the shift in, very enthusiastic, very, very high rhythm, and then going very slow all of a sudden.
She's obviously very talented. I'm going to follow her channel after this.
Yeah, me too. And she is very, she shows a lot of expressions too at the same time. But I'm still not sure what she's playing.
It sounds like they're going to be closing out today's event. So everybody, that's the end. Thank you for watching for this long show. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next month. Yeah, next year. Next year.
Okay, so I think we will head back to the studio soon. Yes, we're back. So,
wow.
Many games got fantastic awards. I think Metaphor really deserves to win the big prize.
It definitely did.
But also, many indie games were recognized, and some, Western games that were recognized by Japanese legends. A lot of stuff went on in almost 2 hours, I think. I think it was a really interesting show, right?
Yeah, I think an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
I think every game that won an award really deserved it. I think every single one of those, the ones that I haven't played are, they're making a huge splash in the industry. They're all like, everybody seems to really like them. I've heard great things. I've seen videos and they're all.
These kind of awards are important because the games, deserve the recognition, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for people to be like, oh yeah, I didn't play that one.
Yeah.
So I guess we have some titles added to our list of games we have to play.
The pile grows larger.
It grows larger and lighter, but that's only a good thing.
Yeah.
So that's all for the Japan Game Awards 2025. I think it's been a great show, and I hope you enjoyed our translation as well of some of the comments that we tried to make. I think you did an amazing job because it's so difficult to do that while you are having a conversation, and you're listening to comments as you go. So I've done that from English to Japanese a few times myself. Thank you so much for coming today, Gavin. And I hope you guys had a great time, and hopefully see you next year. And Tokyo Game Show is coming in just a few days. So if you're interested in learning about the newest information of Japanese games, be sure to tune in for the Tokyo Game Show official live streams as well. And I hope to see you guys again. Thank you so much. This was Esra Kure from IGN Japan. See you guys.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.